Because when I look in the mirror, I don't just see a pretty girl. What I see is me as who I'm supposed to be.
My name is Adriana. I'm a Brazilian born and raised. I identify as a cis woman and my sexual orientation is lesbian.
My name is Alexander Pershai. I self-identify as a non-binary polygender queer person.
My name is Scarlett Houston. I identify as a transgender woman. As far as sexuality goes, I am a lesbian.
My name is Carly, so I identify as queer. As for gender expression, I identify as cisgender. I'm also disabled, or invisibly disabled specifically. I have a hearing impairment.
My name is Stephen DePorter. I identify as a cisgender white male who is demisexual homoromantic.
My name is Taya Lynn. I am a transgender woman, and I would use the label lesbian.
My name is Nicholas. I self-identify myself as a male, and my sexuality is also gay.
I came out in February to my wife. I used to cross-stream a lot as a kid, so there was always something a little bit different.
By the time I was 9 years old, I figured out that I had a crush on one of my school friends. All my other friends are talking about boys, and here I am not interested in any of them, but I'm interested in one of the girls.
I was called all sorts of things before even I understood what those things meant. Didn't really have a chance to come out.
The first time it was kind of scary just to come out, like to try to tell people. But the second time when I actually discovered myself again, I remember being in the shower and saying it out loud to myself and started crying because of relief.
I had been cross-dressing privately since my early teens. It wasn't until I had been married for quite some time already that it really started to ramp up.
I came out around when I was like 13. So it was quite a while ago. Even back then, like it was tough.
When I initially came out, I was 18 years old. Coming out was actually incredibly easy, and I'm super fortunate for the experiences I've had.
My family's been mostly okay. I've come out to everybody now. It took a little while, but my close friends knew right away.
Moms always know it seems like that. And she was my easiest one.
It was tough because my parents didn't really think I was gay.
I was dating a girl at the time, and my mom found a couple of notes that she had written to me. And the day that I came back from school, she just confronted me, started crying. My father was completely disappointed. I entered into a first stage of depression, and the only way that I made them realize that this was not okay, I wasn't okay, was when I tried to kill myself.
I was married, I had 2 daughters. And the idea that this could upset all of that and ruin everything that I have and love so dearly, there was so much self-hatred. I had so much self-hatred.
I think the intersection of being female and queer is kind of challenging because previously when I identified as a lesbian, it's very much sexualized.
I've had some people start to feel awkward around me and start trying to get away from me. It does hurt a lot because of the fact that it's just like, I just want to be myself.
There's days where I'm kind of paralyzed from fear to going out to the store, but there's other days where I'm like, no, we're doing it, and this is how we're doing it.
I was always comfortable who I am, honestly. Like I never had problems with my envelope, quote unquote. In terms of accepting myself, it was never a question.
Before, if I was like to pass a mirror or look in the mirror, I would be like, ugh, I'd hate it. Now I love it.
Been out for about 14 years, so I feel very comfortable expressing who I am, for the most part.
In Brazilian society, I felt like I still had to hide, but here, ever since I came to Canada, it has just been such a liberating experience.
I've been getting more and more comfortable expressing myself.
Fanshawe's been really, really great. The professors that I've talked to, they have all been understanding and very kind.
Fanshawe has really supported me. Mostly because I came out when I was like the ripe young age of 18, and I was in my second year of college here.
Fanshawe is a wonderful community. The only one thing is I wish that I knew about Spectrum, the club that I'm part of now. I wish I knew about it beforehand.
Here at Fanshawe, I'm also the president of the Spectrum Club as well. It's been an amazing experience.
If I had a message for somebody who is struggling with their self-image or their self-doubt or their identity, you're worth it. You're worth the effort.
It's going to hurt, but you're going to be okay. You're going to survive this, and you're going to be okay.
I hope that my story can inspire queer people because I was in the closet for so long and it was tearing me up. If I feel like if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Never stop looking for the right words. That's what Pride Month and Pride is always about, is finding who you are and finding your community.
Find love and find a community that works with you, as well as just be unapologetically you.
Be true to yourself. Don't listen to anyone. There's nothing wrong with you. And most importantly, be safe and stay safe.